CJOC Lethbridge, Southern Alberta's local news station.
At 5 o'clock, it's cloudy and 13 degrees in Lethbridge. I'm Mimi Farrage. News is brought to you by Bateman Blukins Wealth Management Professionals and National Bank Financial. Wherever you are in life, we take your wealth seriously. Member CIPF. He's been doing the job since early April, but now Lethbridge West MLA Greg Whittick was officially sworn into cabinet as Minister of Municipal Affairs. Ken Hughes most recently had the portfolio before he stepped down and declared his intentions to seek the leadership of the Progressive Conservative Party. Whittick says he'll be working on a couple of ongoing projects during the summer break from legislature.
The municipal charters, the MGA review are all well underway. We're going to continue to work very hard on that. We have a timetable we'd like to meet, and so we're going to continue to move forward through the summer and fall, work with all of the mayors and municipalities. They're very important partners, so we're not holding back at all.
A swearing-in ceremony was held at Government House in Edmonton over the noon hour today. Relatives of two Vulcan area girls who were the focus of a recent Amber Alert are now on their way to BC to pick up the children. The 12-year-old and 6-year-old were found with their mother yesterday in Boston Bar, about 250 kilometers north of Vancouver. Their mother, Trina Meisel, does not have legal guardianship of them and is charged with 2 counts of abduction. With the long weekend coming up, students may be tempted to drink to kick off summer vacation. Today, Coaldale and District Emergency Services demonstrated the deadly consequences of drinking and driving to students at Kate Andrews High School by crashing a Dodge pickup into a Porsche with crash dummies inside. Coaldale Fire Chief Andy Van Ryn says the purpose of the demonstration is to show students the dangers of driving and to hopefully make them more responsible.
We want to make sure they're aware of the dangers on the road and how many people are involved when there is a crash on the road. I mean, you saw we have tow trucks here, we have police, we have fire trucks, we had EMS units. And, you know, last year on the May long weekend, eight Albertans lost their lives in crashes on the highway.
Van Ryn had other tips for students about being safe on the road, including wearing their seatbelts. And information on flood mitigation and dam management will be available at the Old Man Dam this evening. The people who manage the dam will be on hand to answer questions about dam operations, including operating procedures during flood conditions. Representatives from the Government of Alberta's Resilience and Mitigation Branch will also be available. Environment and Sustainable Resource Development Minister Robin Campbell says it's an opportunity for area residents to learn more about the role the structure plays in water management on the Old Man River. The open house goes until 7 o'clock at the dam, which is 13 kilometers north of Pincher Creek on Secondary Highway 785. CJOC Sports, Lethbridge Hurricane forward Reed Duke has been invited to the 2014 NHL Scouting's Combine later this month. He's one of only 119 players to get the nod. NHL Central Scouting ranked Duke 137 among North American skaters in the final draft rankings released last month. The entry draft goes June 27th and 28th in Philadelphia. And the Toronto Blue Jays will close out a 9-game homestand tonight. They're home to the Cleveland Indians, who crushed Toronto 15-4 last night. Jay Happ will start for the Blue Jays in the rubber game of the 3-game series. The Indians will counter with Danny Salzer. CJOC weather for tonight, cloudy with a 30% chance of showers and a low of +5. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and cloud and a high of 17. And Saturday, cloudy and a high of 19. Currently, it's 15 degrees in Cardston, 17 in Bow Island, and in Lethbridge, it's 13 degrees. Your next update is at 6 o'clock. From the CJOC News Center, I'm Mimi Farrage.
This is Kodiak News.
It's -1 at 12 o'clock. I'm Mimi Farrage with Kodiak News. A Tabor woman is facing a second-degree murder charge after a stabbing Friday night. At around 11 p.m., Tabor police were dispatched to a 911 call at a home on 48th Avenue. Officers found an unresponsive man lying on the floor with a stab wound to his upper chest. 47-year-old Howard Scabo died of his injuries. After consulting with the Crown, Tabor police have charged 28-year-old Trina Thomas with 1 count of second-degree murder. She remains in custody.
This is Sports on the Kodiak.
I'm Mimi Farrage with CRLC Sports. The Canadiens host the Colorado Avalanche tonight in Patrick Roy's first game back in Montreal as an NHL coach. Colorado is bound for the playoffs as one of the league's biggest surprise this season.
Here's the weather.
Southern Alberta weather is provided by Environment Canada. It's -1 in Lethbridge. Today, a mix of sun and cloud following an early morning snowfall and a high of +4. Tonight, clear with a low of 0. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and cloud with some wind and a high of 8. Thursday, more snow and a high of 0. And Friday, more snow and a high of -6. It's 12:06. I'm Mimi Farrage. That's news, sports, and weather on the Kodiak. Your link to information. University of Lethbridge Conference and Events Services Manager Erin Crane is being called a hero for her role in helping others. Last summer, floods in areas such as Calgary and High River devastated residents as they watched their livelihoods and homes destroyed by Mother Nature. Crane says that even after the floods were over, some families extended their stay in Lethbridge.
We did hear from a few who actually chose Lethbridge as a community to stay in, after this, that they weren't prepared to go back to their original homes.
The University of Lethbridge was also honored for its efforts during the floods at the City of Lethbridge's Bringing Lethbridge Home Awards luncheon back in November. Mimi Farrage, Kodiak News. The Boan-Tong store and the Manny Opera Society were closed last summer due to structural concerns of their buildings. Longtime resident and owner of the two buildings, Albert Leong, says that the possibility of his home being restored will carry a legacy for years to come.
It would be nice to think it will be around after I'm gone. Hopefully after I'm gone, the museum will take care of it and do whatever they do, do tours and that, and it'll be good.
The Boan-Tong has been in his family for over 100 years, and of 23 brothers and sisters, Leong is the only one who stuck around to take care of the store. Mimi Farrage, Kodiak News. Bowl for Kids' Sake is an annual fundraiser that supports Big Brothers Big Sisters across Canada. Supporter for Big Brothers Big Sisters Lethbridge, Mike Johnston, says that coming to this event helps the bond between him and his little brother grow.
Him and I really enjoy bowling when we get together, so we thought that we could combine both our fun, one of our fun nights, as well as come out and be a part of the fundraiser tonight.
Bowl for Kids' Sake is one of the largest fundraisers for Big Brothers Big Sisters Lethbridge and District. Their goal this year is to raise over $50,000. Mimi Farrage, Kodiak News.